Welcome to anybody that's out there watching and listening. We are Kris and Shelly here, coming live at you right now at this very moment. You get to mastermind with us, do a little chill, whatever. We're talking about mindset, mind shifting, why it's so important. So, Kris, you're excited. I see you're excited. I know I'm excited.
Yes! I am
Woo!
totally excited. You know, thanks everyone for watching live. Today's topic is on mindset, shifting the mindset. Uh, I am totally hyped. I mean, I'm so sorry. Please do not mistake my enthusiasm for hype because it's not. I just want to share with you, my gosh, how much energy is just flowing right in me right now. I mean, I feel like a jumping parasite, freaking Mexican, but bean. I've been eating a lot of frijoles. No, I haven't. I haven't. But I'm like totally excited because um, there's a Nashville. I mean, there's a live event next week, which is happening from Thursday till Sunday, I believe it is. But why am I so excited over this, event? You know, if you really want to grow, right? If you really want to grow personally, um, as well as if you really want to grow your business or any business, whatever it happens to be, you gotta hang around with the right people. You know, like cuckoo people like me. No, I'm just joking. But seriously, if you really wanna grow your business, your personal life, sit, whatever situation that you're dealing with right now, right? You want to get out of it. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta wanna say. You gotta wanna believe in yourself that yes, enough is enough. I had enough, and I wanna move forward. You know what? To tell you the truth, I was there. Honest to God, I was there. Why do I say was? Because I had enough. And I learned from my mistakes. Yes, I am not perfect. Yes, I will admit to it. But you know what? The number one thing what really holds people back, if they happen to fall down the stairs, I mean, not saying that you will, please don't. But if you do, that's okay. Get up if you're able to, or call for assistance, and somebody will be there to help you out. But that number one thing that you put underneath your arm, when the bottom of your body is like, I don't want to say that it's paralyzed, but then you're not able to move around. That thing that you put underneath your arm, what is it called? Oh, that's right. You named it. It's called crutches, right? Well, guess what? You don't need to use that crutch for the rest of your life. Because I want to tell you something, you know? Because I'm learning disabled, because I was pretty much like good for nothing, right? People labeled me. You're good for nothing, you're stupid, you're retarded, Yeah, cho lips and all that kind of stuff, all that negative stuff, right? If you want to believe in people of what they're telling you, then you know what? It's time for you to get up because you're way worse than that. You gotta believe in yourself because you know why? I believe in you. You know why? My partner believes in you. I don't want to tell you that I'm way better than you because I'm not. I was at the same level as you. I'm still at the same level as you. But because I chose to grow, because I chose to develop myself, because I know that I'm way worse than what I was before, especially what people thought of me as, you know what? I'm willing to help them out as well too. Because everybody needs to grow. Everybody needs to grow. That's how important it is. Because of this Nashville, Tennessee, this live event. it has changed my life. I went to one last year, you know? My gosh, it has changed my life a lot. You see this lady online right over here? Here, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Woo! Whoa! That's dynamite, you know? That's like powerful dynamite. She just pops up on the screen like nothing. But do you see this lady right here? She is so totally awesome. I'm not just saying that just to, tickle her ear because she's right there on the screen.
Yeah,
But I
you're
just want to
awesome
tell
too,
you
Kris.
that I just want to tell you that I met her like over a year. Like how you're seeing us online. I met her over a year ago. And last year, honest to God, I got to meet her in person. And we hugged each other like we were like sisters of blood, you know?
That's
Like we
right.
couldn't really let go of each other. We were like glue, like glue to the envelope. I mean, I love her to death. And we don't pick up the phone to communicate. That's how much I love her. Wouldn't you, as an individual who is watching this, right? Wouldn't you want to bond with people who are like-minded, right? That want what other people have. Wouldn't you want to have that? Because that's what we do. That's what we do. We basically um, put our dreams into reality. You know, I know for me personally, I'm gonna zoom back in. Okay, boom. You know, but I want to tell you personally, right? That for me, the last time that somebody ever asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? The last time I ever heard of that was like, gosh, I was graduating from high school. Wait, I gotta tell you this, okay? This is awesome though. This is totally awesome. You gotta catch this, all right? People never believed, they pretty much like kind of like discouraged my mom, you know. Hey mom, I love you. But people pretty much discouraged my mom and they told my mom that they don't believe that your daughter should go to a public school because of her condition. All right? Learning disability, cerebral palsy, you know. If you don't know what cerebral palsy is, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go research it online. Okay? But anyway, they did not believe that my mom should put their daughter in a public school. They believe that her daughter should go to a mentally retarded school for the deaf and blind, right? Because all I could do was like wobble my head, and pretty much the rest of my body was like a vegetable. Okay, so anyway, when it came time for me graduating from high school, I was short a lot of credits. And yes, I was put into special ed classes, remedial classes, because I wasn't up to par with the rest of the other students. So what happened was that my teachers believed in me. My parents believed in me. They had full on faith that I'd graduate. And my mom encouraged my teachers that I get a high school diploma and not a certificate of completion. Okay? So basically I graduated with a 2.1 grade point average. How's that? You know? But you know what is so awesome that that I find that tickles my heart? You know what's so awesome that tickles my heart is that, God, for a person that doesn't even know a freaking subject and a verb and a freaking pronoun, that I can freaking write a paragraph now. You know, I'm like, what the heck? And it's all through this system that that um that we're in that teaches us how to do these things. And you don't even have to. I mean, I don't even know how to spell Michael or Michelle. All I know is that it starts with a letter M. You know, how do you spell Michael? How do you spell Michelle? It's not, to me. I mean, sorry if your name is Michael or Michelle, but to me personally, I could care less how to spell it because at least I got the M correct. You know, I'm close. At least it's not a W, and that's for sure. I'm really, screwed up. But bottom line is that if you're out there, I mean, to correct me for like my subject and verbs, I mean, you can look at all of my writings and they're all gonna look like crap. But my point is that I get my message across. And you know what? I can't I can't how should I say? I'm not here to perfect my language, my speak or whatever. I am who I am. I'm not gonna be a person to fit in to somebody that's gonna um, kiss my shoes or whatever. I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna like fit in because I know I don't fit in. I'm just me. I'm as real as I can be, and I love people. I want to be able to help people to overcome their whatever their situation that they're in. Because if I can do it, I believe that you can do it. That's what I believe. Because shifting the mindset, right? Shifting the mindset and believing in what it is that you can do, right? It's the number one thing that you'll see coming in your direction because you believe in it. You know, I got to tell you something. I believe that there was a way that I could get to this live event. And you know what? I had to set my pride aside. I know that's kind of like running over people's toes and stuff like that because I know better, right? Right? You're probably watching this because it's true, right? You only want it your way and no other way. I know because I used to be like that. But I had to set my pride on the side. And guess what? With a good friend of mine that you see right here on the screen, right? She's right there on the screen with her finger in her on her temple, right? She actually told me that, Kris, you really gotta go watch this movie. And in my mind, right? In my mind, I said to myself, I already got the book, right? You see my attitude? I already got the book. No, no, no. You gotta go watch the movie because it's so real, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, I'll go watch the movie, right? That attitude. I still had that attitude, right? But guess what? I got the movie on, right? Then I was like, oh, this is important. Oh, what can I do? That's important, right? I started shifting all over the place, right? And all of a sudden, while I'm there, but I'm not really like tuned in like you are, right? I'm there and then I hear something, right? And something captured my attention. Like, stop! I'm talking to you, right? So I so I stopped. I stopped doing whatever it was that I was doing. And I looked and I looked at the screen and it was like mind blowing. It was totally mind blowing. I just got to tell you that. And right from there, I was like rewinding and go back again. and then just watch it. And then all of a sudden, I went back and I actually, I actually watched the whole thing all over from the get go. Why? Why would you want to spend maybe $20 to go to a movie, right? And then all of a sudden you got popcorn and you got drinks and stuff like that, right? And then all of a sudden you're so interested because that's what's going to capture your attention, right? And then all of a sudden the fun is over after the $20 that you spent. The $20 that you just spent, the fun is over. It's over and done with, right? If you're willing to spend $20 for a short amount of fun, why not put $25? Right? Like you're like saying, what, 25? And I'm like, yeah, why not put $25 and invest in yourself to let the fun last forever, right? Because I want to share with you that if you can invest $20 in a short amount of fun, that probably lasts you maybe about half an hour, and you can't do anything with it because it's like gone, right? It's not like it's gonna give you that magical moment that'll last you forever. And that $25, it'll last you for as long as you want. And it'll carry you on for as long as you want. Because what this is doing right here is probably impacting you in some sort of way. You probably heard of Empower Network. Why is it Empower? The name is what it is, Empower. It pretty much empowered me and pretty much empowered this individual that you see on the screen. You know, it's changing my life, it's changing my situation, it's changing everything that's that I'm touching, basically. I'm gonna go to an event which is out in Nashville, Tennessee, which is next week. And it's with Empower. You wanna be a part of it. How can you shift your mindset to getting to a live event? I've been blessed. I don't know what your religion is. If you are um, in in a in a church, or you believe in God, or the higher up, whatever your religion happens to be, I believe in you. I have faith in you. I encourage you to do whatever it takes to change your situation. Believe in yourself. You know, I don't my energy didn't disappear. It's still there. I was told I'm still totally hyped. I love you all. I mean, I really do. I'm gonna pass it on to Shelly because I'm like, whew, I'm like totally hyped. As you can tell, I'm here at work. Um, and as you can see, we're live individuals that that do this kinds of stuff because you know I believe that I'm gonna step away from my 9 to 5 job. You know, in actuality, I don't work 9 to 5. I only work 3 days, and that's all that they're willing to give me. But you see, you know, if you want to be not strangled. I mean, you're not strangled. But if you want to live the life that you want to live, you can. Believe in yourself because you can. What totally got me excited was that I ordered this book, right? Well, I've ordered several other books, but I ordered this book like maybe about a month ago. It says something about how to leave your 9 to 5 job. I was like, yeah, right? And you must be thinking like, who is this hyena? They're like, whoa! Wouldn't you want that excitement, right? That you want to leave your 9 to 5 job or whatever the schedule is that you're working. I mean, I do. But let me pass it on to Shelly because it's her turn. Oh God.
All right. You're good. You're good, Chris. I totally love it. I'm so excited for you. I'm so happy that all the mind shifting has been really helping you. It just feels really good to see you so excited. I know I'm very excited too because next week is coming really quick, and I am
It
so
sure is.
stoked. I am so stoked, like so stoked. I can't even tell you how excited I am to be going to this event. I'm serious. Like, it's not hype for me. It's exciting. I can't wait to be with my Empower family again. All my friends that I've learned to know and love online.
I
And
don't call it. I don't call it an event. I'm sorry to interrupt you because you didn't do that to me. It's more likely a family reunion. It really is.
yeah, right. That's how it feels too. And that's why I know I can't wait to get with you and hug you and see you again live. And
I'm gonna
I'm
step
just,
on.
you okay there? So anyway, I'm just really super excited. So we were talking about mind shifting and changing your mindset, shifting your mindset today. And one of the movies she's talking about that I told her she needed to watch was The Secret, and that's something that was suggested to me by Justin Varengia. And I already had the book, and I had started using and implementing some of the things in the book myself, especially my relationship with money. And one of the things that started happening that I didn't realize at the time was specifically from applying these techniques. And my relationship with money has become better, and I've been able to quadruple my income in the last couple of years, which is really awesome. I was talking to somebody yesterday, somebody was talking to me, and I said, somebody else wanted to be a stay-at-home mom or was talking about how they had you put their kid in a daycare.
It's a live call.
They weren't wanting to put their kid in a daycare. Chris, can you mute your phone?
Yeah, can you put the mute on your computer?
Not
mute
for
it.
you. I can't.
Okay, hang on.
Sorry.
No worries.
Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Sorry, folks. So, Chris is traveling, like she said. Obviously, we can still do this business that we're doing from wherever in the world. It doesn't matter whether you're at home or if you're on the job. I mean, obviously, some jobs you're not going to be able to do a Google Hangout in the middle of. Like I do banquets, for example, and it's impossible for me to walk away from a banquet to do a Google Hangout. However, I have been up and I started working at 6:30 this morning. I had 3 banquets earlier today, and I was also preparing today for a banquet for tomorrow that's
You
for
don't need to whisper.
people. And
Oh yeah.
it's I'm still here. I'm here because I'm excited about sharing a mind shift with you.
Difficult when we're trying to get back to the dollar rental from it was just
Chris, is there any way you can mute yourself, honey?
if there were 2-way streets, I would have been right there.
Well, anyway, sorry. The show must go on with or without Chris muting her hangout.
Are these
So-
teams here from colleges or something? Or
Chris actually drives people around, tourists and whatnot. So anyway, as I was saying, we do our businesses around whatever else we do. I've got a different home business as well, and I work as a banquet event coordinator and for a Hilton Garden Inn up in Benton Harbor. And we're just booming right now with banquets. So it's not stopping me, though, from growing my business. And I am taking 5 days off to go to the Empower event because it's so important to me. And before, a few years ago, I had that mindset like, I don't really need to go to events. Like, I don't need to be, like it's all hype and I don't really need to go there. And then as I listened more and more, I seen and realized that the people that really are successful are the ones who go to the events. And so I made a decision that if I was going to get really serious with this company, then I needed to also go to this event. And whether I decided to get serious with this company or just network with other people, I still wanted to get to the event so that I could see that the business aspect was real. It wasn't some scam or some fly-by-night business. And to my surprise, I've literally watched 15 different people become millionaires in the last 3.5 years with this company. Now, we do have an income disclosure claimer, so I will quote the income disclosure. Not everyone is going to make money with this because this isn't for everyone. And some people will literally excel because of what they do, and others won't make any money at all because they won't do anything. So we're not average people, obviously, because Kris is willing to go do her job and still work and build her business no matter what it takes. She lives in Hawaii. It took her literally her first event. I was so impressed because she literally got out there and did every single thing she needed to do and could do to get to the event from Hawaii to Nashville. And it cost a pretty penny. And she collected cans to get there. I mean, like $800 some worth of cans to get her flight ticket to the event. So when I see stories like Kris's, if she can do it, there's no reason why I can't drive 11 hours to get to an event. Now, maybe you're, in a different part of the world. Maybe you're in America. Still, there's, always options. But if you tell yourself, no, I can't do it, or I don't have the money or whatever, you're not going to have the money. You're not going to do it. But if you shift your mindset and you decide that it's something that you really might need to do for yourself, your family, I don't know about you, but I know for me, I've got 6 children and 4 grandchildren that are really important to me. And I want to be able to help them. I want to be able to see them have some kind of legacy that I could leave behind for them. And that's one of the reasons why I continue to work online every night. Every day, every chance I get to spend time really learning how to market online, how to empower people. There's nothing that gives me more like happiness and joy than seeing someone else be satisfied and be able to literally grow into new people. And that all starts with up here. Your mind believes 90% of what you tell it. You are capable of much, much more than what you think you're capable of. Most people don't even realize that they have superpowers. Most people do not realize that they have superpowers. Yes, you heard me right. You can do whatever you put your mind to. So you have to shift your consciousness and your subconsciousness. Most people only use about 10% of their conscious mind while they use 90% of their unconscious mind. And the difference is your conscious mind, you're actually in the mind. You're in the moment. You're thinking outside of the box. Your subconscious mind is something that you do all the time that's routine, like driving or something that's just routine that you don't need to think. You just do it because it's something you do over and over and over again. But when you do that mind shift and you start to actually think more and start looking outside of the box more, you actually start coming into your conscious mind more. Therefore, you can create more. And we've been really on this abundance kick for the last few weeks because we already realized that we've got much more power than we thought we had. A couple of years ago when I made it to my first event, I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't even think I was going to get there. And then all of a sudden there was something inside me that said I had to get there. I just needed to get there. I needed to know these people were real. I needed to know this thing was real. I needed to be, see the proof. And You know, that day when I made that conscious decision in my mind that I had to get to that event, it happened. The magic started happening right then. As soon as I said, I don't know how, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it. All I know is I've got to do this. I've just got to do this. And the money just dropped literally in my lap the very next day for me to be able to get to that first event. I didn't know where I was going to stay when I got to the event. That worked out for me too when I got to the event. It was amazing to me. I didn't even have a ticket to the event. Someone else gave me a ticket to the event. But all these things came into play. They, like, the universe opened up and made it happen for me. As soon as I made a conscious decision upstairs that I was going to do this one way or another, and that I needed to be there. So that's all. That's also the mindset, you know. I apologize that we couldn't get Chris's mic to mute. She's mobile right now. It's a little bit different. Kris, you still with us?
You got it.
All right. So Kris, what is it that you are using to help with your mind shift changes?
Oh my gosh. That is awesome, and that is so powerful. I gotta tell you something. Just a second. Hang on.
All right. So while we give Kris just a moment here, you know, the event's coming up. It's going to be April 21st to the 25th. If you have not purchased your ticket, I advise you to get it now. The price has gone up. It's $207 right now. That price is not going to last very long. It's going to go up again. I think at the beginning the price tickets were like $137, but as we approach the deadline, we got more, like, getting to the point where we're going to overcrowd the room. We're not going to have space. So you want to get your ticket to this event. You'll also have the opportunity to meet both myself and Kris and many of the other partners in the community of, you know, Empower Network. And like Kris said, it's an amazing, it's like a family reunion. It really is amazing. These people are there to work with us, to help us, because they want us to have as much success as they have. And of course, we want you to have as much success as we have. And we want you to grow with us. I mean, that's what this is all about. This is all about helping each other become more abundant and growing with us. That's why my website's abundancewithshelly.com and Kris's workwithkris.com. We're here because we want to work with you. We want to help you to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. You know, when I was a teenager, I was in high school. I remember I had an assignment from my home economics teacher. She basically told us that she wanted us to draw a house, a future house for ourselves. And so I did. And I mean, it was a grand house. It was a beautiful house. It was everything I dreamed of. And she walks by and she looks at it and she goes, "What, do you think you're going to be rich someday?" I said, "Well, yeah, that's my plan." And, you know, I think it was really sad because she said, "Good luck with that." She was a snarky teacher. So, "Well, good luck with that," you know, and walked away. And I just thought, how rude, you know. I haven't given up on my dreams of becoming a millionaire. In fact, I've got $2 million bills and a $100,000 bill. And I was just telling my little sister, those are so precious to me, they're priceless. I wouldn't want to get rid of them to save my life. You know, it's all in the mindset, you know. Somebody says it's cloudy outside. Well, I say it's 70 and it's sunny. And guess what? I feel like it's 70 and sunny. So in my world, it's 70 and sunny. It doesn't matter what it looks like outside. It doesn't matter what other people tell me. It's all in the mind. You know, it's all a matter of mind shifting and really experiencing a paradigm shift is seeing yourself where you want to be. Not worrying about what you don't have. Not worrying about what you don't like. Not worrying, because those things you're going to just keep attracting. The things you don't have, the things you don't like. You know, if you keep telling yourself you're screwed, guess what? You're going to be screwed. You keep telling yourself it's not going to work for me, guess what? It's not going to work for you. But if you sit here and you talk to yourself and your mind believes 90% of what you tell it, and you tell it you're going to succeed, guess what? You're going to succeed. I'm living proof of that. Kris is living proof of that. You know, yeah. I had some problems growing up too. Nothing as serious as Kris, but you know, I was a heavyset kid growing up. I was made fun of. I was put down. I was hurt as a kid. You know, there was a lot of things that could have kept me down. I've lost everything I've ever had in my life and got it back 100-fold. So nobody can tell me it can't be done. I've been homeless. I've had no vehicle. I lost everything I owned. and I've got it all back. So nobody can tell me it can't be done. It can be done. You know, I had a point where I didn't work at all, where I couldn't, where I had to rely on somebody else by the grace of someone else. You know, when I started doing these mind shift paradigms, that's when things really started happening for me. When I started, you know, for the last probably 21 years, I've been into positive thinking, and you know, everything. Like I said, everything that I've learned in the last 21 years is that your mind believes 90% of what you tell it. If you tell it shit and you feed it shit, you're gonna feel like shit, and your life's gonna be shit. But if you feed it good and healthy, and you're giving it positive feedback, everything's gonna be better for you. Your life's gonna be better. What do you think about that, Kris?
You
You
know,
know,
that is so
that is
awesome.
so awesome.
And there's a double echo. You got a double echo on the. But anyway, I just want to tell you that yeah, that's true. I mean, of what she's talking about. You talk shit, you're gonna live like shit because you believe it. You speak it, you believe it, you hear it, you walk into it. You know, it's so interesting that um what comes to my head. None of this stuff is planned. I just want to tell you, like, it makes me laugh because, and it makes her laugh because it's like when I'm doing a Google Hangout, right? When I'm doing a Google Hangout, the first thing that she has is like, oh, what is she gonna do? You know, she's always like zooming in, like, okay, what is Kris up to now? But I just want to tell you that none of this stuff is script. None of this stuff is planned. Basically, you want to know truthfully where it's coming from. You really want to know. It's coming from here. It's coming from here. It's not coming from down here now, but it's coming from here. Because many people, they can just give you stuff because they want to tickle your ear. They want to hype you up. They want to fill you up because they want to get rid of you, right? I can tell you whatever you want to hear, but it's not going to make me feel good. It's not going to make me feel good at all. I care about you just as much as I care about her. I care about anybody who is willing to wanting to care about themselves. That's what it's all about. It's all about here. You know, what really hit me the hardest was this wasn't taught to me. This wasn't told to me, but this is what really helped me out. To truly know somebody, right, that brought value to me was knowing their heart. That's what really impacted and pretty much um, helped me was knowing a person's heart. Why do I say that? Well, if you really think about it, right, that people can say stuff, right, but what they say doesn't really line up to what they do. You really got to think about that. What they say doesn't line up to what they do. And for me, what I say and what I do, you got to be the judge of it. Because if it doesn't line up, right, then you know who your true friends are. You know who the real people are, what they say and what they do. because this individual right here that I see on a constant basis, right? Like you're watching us, right? You're following us because we meet up twice a week. As you can see, we're here on a Wednesday. We could be doing better things other than this, right? But we meet up twice a week. Sunday, there's better things to do, right? Right? Or, hey, Uncle, how you doing, Uncle? Hey, you saw that beer? Suck them up, right? Right? We could do better things on a Sunday, right? But we choose to do this. Now, why? Why would we want to do this? Basically, we want to grow our business. We want to break free from what we're doing on a regular basis. Look at me. Here, I'll show you for myself. Look. Here I am working for a company, right? I drive for a living 3 days out of the week. Not that I'm saying that I'm not proud of it. You got to do what you got to do to get the bills paid, right? This is just a temporary setback. You know, like how they say that, oh, I only got 50 cents, right? 50 cents is better than 0 cents, right? Change is what makes a difference. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's not enough, right? Or, let me show you. Because I'm a visual person, right? Look at what I got here, okay?
We can't see it, Kris.
But look at it.
Your phone's froze up.
Oh, God. Well, anyway, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. Just wanted to let you know.
I've only got $2. I've only got like $2 and some odd cents, right? Does that get me anywhere? Probably a phone call. But it doesn't set me back from what I really want to do. You just got to shift your mindset. Believe that you have it. Hey, what was that story? The one that that small little segment, what was that small little story? The one with the dollar bill?
Yeah, yeah, when I was reading the book 5 years ago, it said, that if you don't have a good relationship with money, then how can you expect to have any? And so basically, she said, when you put your money in your wallet, you should always have open up your wallet like this, facing you. You should have your big bills, 100, 20s, 10s, 5s, 1s, and then your receipt stuffed back behind it. You shouldn't, the first thing you shouldn't see is your receipts, because if you constantly have a bill in front of you, that's what you're going to constantly attract. But if you have your big bill there, you're going to constantly attract that big money. And then she said, along with that, instead of, and I used to be really, really bad at this. I mean, my kids can testify. I would go to the store every single time I would go and have to buy things. I would be like, ooh, I dreaded it. I hated it. I was so like, ugh. I didn't even like going to the store because I knew that if I went to the store, I was going to have to spend money. That's how bad it was. And then I realized after reading that, she said, when you pay for things, hand them the the $100, $5, whatever, facing up, and be thankful. Do it with an attitude of gratitude that you have the money to pay for that item. And I'd never thought about it like that. So I shifted my mindset and I started thinking like that. And now I've quadrupled my income in the last few years since I started using that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it made a huge difference. Not only that, but now when you look at my wallet, I've got money in my wallet. Okay? I got 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s, 100s, 1s, Like I said, I got a couple $1 million bills, $100,000 bills I won't get rid of, And the reason I won't is because those are my $1 million bills. I'm going to make millions. I've already made almost $250,000 with my home-based business.
For those of you guys who are watching and listening to this, I gotta share this with you guys. I really do, because my point is that I told this to somebody, right? And you can believe it, or you don't have to believe it. It's your choice, right? Why do I say it's your choice? Look at it this way. In the morning when you wake up, or in the afternoon, or whatever time that you have to wake up, right? You can you can either stay in the bed, play in the sheets, or you can actually get out of the bed and do what you need to do, right? To make a living, right? You have a choice, either to stay in bed, or to get to work, or to do the things of what you want. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because, um, for me, I used to battle. Oh gosh, oh no, and when I'm in the bed, I either got the wall or I got the part where I get off the bed. And most times, whenever people get to work, or most times, whenever people want to get somewhere, right? They wake up like they hit the wall in the morning, and they walk the whole day like that. Boom, like they walk the wall. But or or they get up, and they get up happy, and they enjoy themselves. Well, the reason why I say that, because you got choices, is because, when I shared in regards to Shelly's story about the dollar bill, about the money facing up rather than facing down or crumpled, or however you got it inside of your wallet, I shared this with somebody, and their response was, "You're taking it out of content, and that's a bit too much effort." And I was like, I'm glad I heard that, because I gotta share with you this testimony of what happened to me. The very next day that I was on a Google Hangout with Shelly, the very next day I took it into content. I took it into content with the money that she was talking about. I needed to go buy a plane ticket to get to this event, right? When I was online looking for the plane ticket from Hawaii, it was close to $2,000. Okay, so I was like, holy crap! Guess what? Because the very next day I needed to shuffle some funds around in order to get the ticket. I put the money into the account. I was like, oh man, I gotta go drink. I gotta go grab something to drink. I wasn't like, oh man, I gotta, like, what? I gotta do what? I didn't have that attitude, no nothing, because it says that if you have that, you're not being grateful, you're grudging, you're holding back, you don't want your abundance,
That's right.
right? So so I said, man, I gotta get something to drink. I'm thirsty. So I left the bank. I had my dollar bills all faced up correctly and everything. And I don't have a wallet, so I folded the bills with the faces facing towards the sky, and it made so much sense to me. Okay, because the reason why I said that it made sense now is because this just popped to my head. Check this out. Check this out now. I take it as that, forgive me, but I bless you. I take this as that whenever we go to funerals, do we bury the person upside down?
Nope.
I mean, really, think about it. Do you bury people upside down, like
Nope.
facing down towards the ground? Why don't we do that? Have you ever thought about that?
No, I mean, not really.
Okay, the reason why we don't bury people facing down is because we're grateful of them.
Right, that makes
If
sense.
you weren't grateful for that person, you could have done something else with them, right? If you really, really think about it. Now, if that was your mother or father or your only child, would you be facing them to the ground?
No way.
That's total disrespect, right?
Right.
It's the same like with your money. Are you totally disrespectful of your money that you earn? This might be taking it to another aspect, but then if you really think about it, it's the same concept. It's the same concept. If you treat your money like trash, then you're not grateful for what you got. And I learned this by what we're learning. Right? If the way you put it in your wallet is the way you do it, then I guess that's the way you do everything else. It's a belief system. Because if you really look at the way, I mean, for me personally, that's the way my life has been. The way I've been crumpling up money because I'm such in a rush, because I'm always collecting papers. I'm such in a rush. That's more important than having to be growing myself. Because when I got on this call this evening, right, I'm totally excited. I still got that burning desire. I just want to tell you that it's really opening up my eyes. My eyes are like totally being open. My heart is totally being open. Um, I'm fine tuning, although I'm hearing impaired. I don't use that as an excuse or as a crutch. If I can't hear, I'll read. I'll do something to get me to so that I could understand something. I mean, it's pretty interesting because it's like I asked Shelly, okay, I think they should have like closed captioned this, you know,
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
some things are like are a bit of a challenge, you know, for me. But then other than that, I mean, I'm like, okay, I'll work around it. I'll find a way. Mindset, shift it, do something about it. Don't use what you what what's only what is that like 200 feet? Go beyond that. Go beyond it because guess what? You'll get there. It may not be sooner, but guess what? Later is just as great. It's not a competition, it's not a race. It's just you wanting to do you wanting to be where you need to be. If you're happy with where you're at right now, cool. If not, oh well. Do something about it. Be active, proactive. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Hana ho!
Hola. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Make sure to like, comment, and share, especially if you got any value. If you've started putting any of the things that we've been teaching you to use and you've seen some kind of change, make sure you share that with us and let us know how that's happened for you, what's happened for you. We love to hear testimonies. We love to help other people. Feel free to get a hold of us, contact us, join us. And just before I close, I just want to tell you, I just personally want to tell you I love you. I appreciate you. And we're here. We're just here to help other people. We still want to bring other people up with us. You know, there's enough room at the top for all of us. We don't have to be by ourselves. We don't have to, look down. We want to reach in, pull you up to our level. And that's exactly what this is all about. It's a higher consciousness, bringing you to your higher consciousness. One thing they do not teach in high school, one thing they don't teach in college is for you to think with your conscious mind instead of your unconscious mind. So that's what we're here for, to help you in personal development, maybe build your own business, whatever it is. So anyway, with that, we're going to let you go. We hope you have a great day. Join us again on Sunday. And God bless. Bye-bye.
Love you. Peace out.